Hello guys, welcome back to Britton Farms Homestead. Today we are going to start from seeds some of our plants that we're going to grow over winter. We have got spinach, we've got onions, we've got some peas. Let's see what else we got here. And some cilantro. So my onions, I'm planting these onions. These are a short date onion. And you need to look up in your area if you need a short day, a long day, or intermediate onion, because that makes a difference how long the days are and how much sunlight they get. If you plant the wrong onion in the wrong area of sunlight for the wintertime, they'll never make anything. And then we've just got some peas. We're going to do some baby spinach, and we're going to do some cilantro. This time of year is also a good time to be looking in your garden centers, at the big box stores, or your feed store, or anything like that, because they're marking down all the gardening supplies, and you could get a good deal. So I went to a big box store, Walmart, and they had 2 huge pallets of this right here, and it was $2 a bag. And this is the 1 cubic foot, but it was $2 a bag. Regularly at Walmart, it's like $5, I believe, a bag. And then at Tractor Supply, it's like $9 a bag. So we got a good deal on this for $2. Just want to put about 3 seeds in each hole, and I just used a nail to stab a hole in the dirt here so I could put have a place to put the seeds. So we got onions planted all the way down to right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to label this. There's nothing right here. I didn't have enough seed. But I'm going to label this so I know what is in here. And I know I've seen a lot of people do this, but for tagging your plants, if you have an old blind or if you can find one at a thrift store somewhere or something, these work out well. See, as you can see, we've used it before for something else. I'm fixing to mark that out, write onions on it, stick it right down in here. And it's gonna label, you know, tell me that there's onions in here, because at some point in time I'm going to probably lose this, or it's gonna get wet and not be able to read it. So I'm gonna go ahead and label this, and that's a good tip for Shedwars. Good way to label your plants. And it's hard to hold the camera and do all this at the same time. You hear the goats going crazy? I'm going to put an arrow so I know that from here going this way is the onions, not going the other way. And I'm just going to mark off this. Looks like we had bullnose bell peppers in there at one point in time, or with this tag. And now we're just going to slide it in there. Now it's labeled. This can get wet. It's not going to hurt it. And I know that there's Texas grano onions all the way down through here. So let's get that right Now I guess I will start on the spinach. And these take 12 to... This is the best information you're going to get on the seeds that you're planting, is the information on the back of the packet. So it takes 12 to 14 days to germinate, 18 inches apart, and days to harvest is 170. So we're going to go ahead and leave this in there, and like I said, at some point in time it will get wet and be no good. But like I said, for your onions, make sure you're picking the right type of onions. Short day onions, long day onions, or intermediate day onions. These are a short day onion. And there's information all over the internet about if you're in a short day, long day, or intermediate day area for planting onions. So go ahead and check that out and see what's best for your area. Make sure you get the right onions, or you're not going to get any onions. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start on some spinach. I'm going to go ahead and plant the cilantro in these cells on the end, because I don't need as much cilantro as I'm going to need to plant in spinach and peas. So I'm going to just finish this out with cilantro here. And like I said, none of this is staying in these. We're just starting these, and then cilantro is going to go in a pot. I'm not going to put it in the ground, but it's going to go in a big pot. But I don't need as much of it as I will everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and plant it next. And there's cilantro seed. You want to know what it looks like? It's quite a bit bigger seed than the onions, for sure. And this cilantro, since it's a herb that I cook with, it may even go in a pot in the house. And I'm just putting 2 or 3 seeds in each one. So now we've got all of our seeds down in the holes, and we're just going to take some dirt, put over the top of it, just like this. All right. So there they are. We're going to get us another piece of a blime here. And we're going to put cilantro on it. We've used both sides of this, so I have marked through what we used. And I'm going to put an arrow on it so I know from here over is cilantro. So there we go. We have our tray of onions. We have some cilantro. And now we need to water these. But remember I told you this is going to get wet at some point in time? Well, it's going to get wet today. It is drizzling rain, and the rain falling out of the sky is better than anything that I can give it out of a water faucet in the house. So we're going to set these trays out there. We're going to let them get watered and let them do their thing. I will bring them in later and put them under a grow light in the house while they sprout, because it is getting colder at night, and I need them to stay warm until they germinate, and then they can come outside once they're, you know, you can't bring them from a grow light and throw them outside when it's cold, because it will kill them. It's just like acclimating something from a greenhouse to the sunlight, and your plant's not getting burned. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put our plants out here, or our seed out here, and let them get wet. So now we're gonna go ahead and plant our spinach. You guys can see that. It takes 7 to 14 days to germinate and 30 to 40 days to harvest, and you plant 2 inches apart. We're now planting our peas, and we're just putting 1 in each hole. we've got our baby spinach. We've got it labeled with an arrow saying baby spinach this way. And then we have got peas here with an arrow saying peas are planted all the way down to here. And now we're going to put it out in the rain. See if I can do this one-handed. And let it get a drink of water because Mother Nature knows best. Alright, there we go. Something else we're going to plant turnips. We're going to put those straight into the ground. Also have some cabbage that I need to start because we're going to put those out as plants. But this is mostly what our winter garden's going to be. We are going to have some carrots, but we're going to plant those in a bucket. But, so we're going to have spinach, peas, carrots, and cilantro. Cilantro probably is going to come in the house in a pot so I can use it as I'm cooking. Also, we're going to have onions, turnips, and cabbage. And that's going to be our winter garden. I've got to go out now and do some feeding, get these animals fed while the rain is slacked off. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Like always, go ahead and subscribe if you see what you're liking, or if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you get a notification every time we put out a video. And if you have any comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And like always, God bless you all.